Have you ever in your adult life looked into the mirror and felt that you should be further ahead financially, but you didn't know what to do or how to do it? Don't worry, you're not alone. Right now, I have the real deal, Unstoppable Millionaire, Mr. Tahir Hussain. Okay? Uh, this is an amazing book. If you don't have one, you need to get it. But that's another story. But you need to get this book. This book is amazing. Okay? Okay. He's the guy who wrote it. You'll see him on the cover here as well. And here's the thing. He helped 100, he became a millionaire, and then he helped 100 people to become self-made millionaires. And I have him on here today because on Saturday, we partnered to be able to put together a webinar, a master class. This guy is a master at the stuff he does. This is superpower, if you will. Oh, yeah. Okay. And I'm bringing him on to be able to talk about those things that are so precious and so important right now for us, for me, for him, for many others. We hope that we can get you to understand more about it and that you can take advantage of what's going on with Bitcoin, right? Now, here's the thing. This interview is it's for certain people. It's not for everybody. Let me just put it like that. If you're open to learn how to earn and position yourself with Bitcoin, it's for you. Number one. Number two, if you're ready to remove the confusion that surrounds Bitcoin, that's for you. It's for you to come be with us, right? If you're ready to use effective and right knowledge and strategies to take advantage of that, that will put you, number four, in a condition to take action, this is for you. All right? So here's the thing. Tahir, you were known and widely respected as the Unstoppable Millionaire. What value and benefits can you share by way of advice from your experience?
Well, thank you, Ibrahim. I appreciate that. And here's the answer. One of the values is absolute insane knowledge and executing that knowledge. Doesn't matter who is looking or not looking. That's number one. That's really very important. And then again, not when someone is looking or not looking, just going for it. And the second is that you are out there not just thinking how you can benefit, but the others in your community, in your circle can benefit from the same at the same time. So your goal then just doesn't become about you, but about serving others at the same time. Now, you don't have to reach somewhere before you start serving others. You can start serving others today as you're listening to this video as well. That
Wonderful. Helps. So you're talking about expanding your circle of influence then?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, because many people don't understand the value and the benefit of paying for knowledge that will help them make better decisions, move faster towards success, and be stronger in their results. How would you advise them on this matter? What is your opinion? Can Bitcoin help?
The answer is yes, absolutely. And you have a great point there. And the point is, I remember my mentor, Jim Rohn, said that academic education will help you make a living, but self-education will make you a fortune. And it's no more true today in the world we live in today, where using technology, things have become so openly out. They are available for you literally everywhere. And that's what self-education does. I'm a software engineer, so I've spent a couple of $1,000s becoming one, but I've spent over $100,000 in self-education, and my best investment till today has been my self-education, because it has given me 10 times, 15 times more. And it's a quest of keep learning and getting bigger. And in Bitcoin's retrospect, what Bitcoin is doing is, and if you're watching this video confused and not making money, if you're making money, honestly, you probably don't have to watch this webinar. You don't probably have to be on the masterclass. But if you're not making money in the crypto world, in the Bitcoin world, then this masterclass is for you, because what you're lacking is education and the execution of that education big time.
Right. Terrific. Wonderful. Here's the thing, Tahir. There's what I call a green elephant in the room. And when I say green elephant, I say it's a green elephant of uncertainty. right? What I mean by that is that people are feeling and that they're not sure how they're going to get their money back. If they put up $300 to attend this weekend's training, how can they get their money back? And they have this idea that, you know, this master class, it may be somehow or another not able to deliver. You're the keynote speaker. So how would you respond to that?
Well, great question, by the way. And again, what's interesting about the green elephant is if I keep telling you don't think about it, the more you think about it. So I'm not going to tell you here, hey, you know what? Who cares about the $300? I understand for some of you watching this video, that would be a big deal. I understand that. But what's more important is to understand where are you right now? How much in 2019 did you spend on self-education, and then you executed that education?
Mm,
That you actually spend the money on. So
mm,
what if I told you that we have students, hundreds and thousands of students right now, as I'm talking to you, who make $300 a month, a week, a day in the cryptocurrency world? Doesn't matter how they do it because there's so many ways to do it. But what if you could be one of those students?
mhm,
You could break even. One simple example is a month ago, if you had $1,000, you would have made an extra 300 in 1 month. Now, I'm not saying that's guaranteed, but that would have happened because I can look back in time and see what the price was and things like that. So the idea is that if $300 is a big deal, we understand that. But commit yourself, especially now when $300 is a big deal for you, saying that, oh, you know what, I'm going to take $300 and the knowledge and execute the knowledge we're going to teach you and go 10 times with it, 20 times with it, and then
mm.
invest more in more knowledge and then compound that. That's the strategy you should be having in place with the $300 that we are offering. I feel that's underpriced, and simply because we will give you tremendous amount of value just between me and Ibrahim in terms of our cryptocurrency experience, which is about 7 years. That's pretty phenomenal in the crypto world.
And we're both guys who are known to over deliver.
Yes.
Wonderful. Okay, so help our listeners reduce some of their confusion and stress and help them redirect their thinking in a more positive way and give more attention to the value of Bitcoin, the value of the Bitcoin volume going up, as opposed to just watching the price fluctuations.
Right. So one of the things that a poor mindset does with Bitcoins, for example, is they're so glued on the price. The price goes up, happy. The price goes down, told you don't do it. And that's not what, so that's the wrong thing to be looking at. What you need to look at is any economy works around supply and demand. So, so does cryptocurrencies. It's not magic. At the end of the day, cryptocurrencies go back into the world economy at some point. So does Bitcoin. So what you want to look at is what we know for a fact is Bitcoins are limited. 12.5 Bitcoins are mined every 10 minutes. So imagine, by the way, these 12.5 Bitcoins that are mined every 10 minutes, over the last decade, this amount works out to $156 billion. That's already mined and slowly trickling, mining more every 10 minutes. Now, the next point is focus on the demand. That is a variable that depends on the market adaptability.
Mm,
We all know the rule, and if you don't know, here's the rule. Your supply is limited, your demand goes up and goes up and goes up. What that does is it increases the price because the supply is limited. You can't
mhm.
alter, manipulate with the supply. So that's how the price goes up. We would know the price of Bitcoin going up even before it goes up is because we are focused on looking at the demand, the volume of Bitcoin over the last 24 hours, 72 hours, and so on. Whereas most people are glued at looking at the price. And that's just one example of how you could monitor the increase or the decrease in price.
Right. Thank you so much for sharing that. That is extremely valuable. Again, it's one of those things that I feel adds great value to people to have a better understanding and appreciation so they can make better decisions. And from those decisions, actually get better results. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely agree. Absolutely.
Okay. The idea of becoming a Bitcoin millionaire. Okay, now you're a millionaire. You helped other people become millionaires. Okay, break it down, man. Is it possible? I mean, okay, hold on. Let me take a step back. Some people, many people, would think that becoming a millionaire with Bitcoin is like far beyond them, too far away. It's long shot. Okay. But now we have technology working with us.
Mhm.
What would you say? Is it possible that that could happen?
Well, the answer is yes. And the Bitcoin is not a magic machine. Let's be honest, just like anything else, just like real estate or gold or anything else. Creating wealth is a process. Learning the education of how cryptocurrencies work and how Bitcoin works and how to start making profits and then compounding that profit is a process. There's a system associated with that process. And once you get onto that bandwagon
Mm,
of making an extra 3%, 2%, 5%, 10% on your capital and start building that up, and the many ways to do that is your journey on becoming a millionaire in the crypto world as well. Just like any other journey, just like buying an asset, a house or a building, similar concept. So it's not magic. It's not like we're going to wait for that one magic moment and boom, we're done. No, it doesn't work that way. That's what a lot of people think, but that's not how it works. You start building your asset gradually, slowly, and then you start compounding it over a period of time to become a millionaire. I did spend a decade when we
okay.
didn't have Facebook and social media worth of hard work, effort, and sweats and failures to get my first million. But once I did get to my first million, the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, the 10th, the 20th started coming in a lot quicker. And
Right.
and that's the magic.
Wow. Really? Wow. And congratulations. That's amazing. Great story. Now I have a question here. One of my Facebook friends has shared something with me. He says there seems to be so much confusion about Bitcoin, and it is not clear. Is not clear cut explanation. I have no clear cut explanation that I've come across. I don't know whether if the webinar would be more distorted, more confusing.
That's right. And that's a great question. And that's the case with the masses who haven't made the money yet. That's true. Because these numbers, what blockchain is, and these algorithms and supply and demand is still easier to understand. And that's one of the reasons why we're not getting into technicalities of what is a node and all those difficult things. We will focus on the financial aspect of Bitcoin and financially how you're going to profit from it. That's the job of the masterclass. And one of the reasons there's so much distortion is most people don't have a coach. It's like going to a gym and you look at 50 different machines there and you're like, which one am I going to use for getting a six pack? And the answer is, I don't know. Get a coach. And that's what we're doing on this masterclass. We would be your coaches. We'll pick your hand and walk you step by step through that process because of that so much confusion out there.
Wonderful. Well, no, great answer. Now, okay, we got two things left. I want you to share before you go. Um, Number one is I want you to talk about the pain somebody could feel for knowing that this is available, but not taking action. And I say that in the idea with the idea of like Microsoft or Tesla or Apple or some other big name product that went out, you know, that just, I mean, it just went zip in terms of value went up and the price and so on like that, but people didn't take action. And because they didn't take action, opportunity was gone. What about that
My
pain?
answer, yeah, well, that's a good point because here's what some of you might be doing. Probably most of you would be doing is sitting on the fence. And what that does is sitting on the fence by not making a decision is a decision within itself. By
Oh,
not deciding to step forward, by not deciding to say, I'm going to pay $300, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to squeeze their minds and get as much knowledge as I possibly can so I can impact my financial life. That's a choice. All of you have that choice right now. And not deciding on that. And I'm sitting here. Look, again, if you're making a lot of money, this masterclass is not for you with cryptocurrency. This masterclass is for those people who are struggling to understand how to make legit money through cryptocurrencies, through Bitcoins in specific. And if you are in that category, then what you need to do is decide. The biggest enemy of yours right now, moving to the next level, is not the market, is not the economy, is not the price of Bitcoin going up or down. It is you not deciding. to take that next step. And that changes everything. The moment you decide to do something, everything around you starts working in your favor.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
That's the
Nice.
key.
Very well said, brother. Very well said. Okay. To wrap this up, I just want you to speak about the circumstance. Now, you're a person who has become a millionaire, multimillionaire, and you've helped other people become millionaires as well. So talk about the feeling of pleasure, the satisfaction of achievement that you've been through, that you connect with. What happens when a person gets to the point where they have a particular goal, whether it's 100,000 or a million or whatever, but then they were able to hit it? What would you, how do you, how do you eloquently put that into words, man? I don't know. You've been there. I just want to hear what you have to say.
I'd love to. And here's how I want to relate to our audience. Think of having a bad month, and then think of having a bad year, then think of having a bad decade where you're having a hard time running your kitchen, sending your kids to school, and you're just managing it, and you're working hard. And I understand that because I've been in that situation. With my family, I don't have kids though. So with my family and siblings. And then all of a sudden, things start working in your favor. All of a sudden, you don't have to worry about your bills. All of a sudden, the money comes faster to you than what you could spend. That's financial wealth.
Yes.
That's financial wealth. The money starts coming into you quicker than what you can spend in terms of your expenses, your daily expenses. What kind of a relief would that mean for you from a financial point of view if you didn't have to worry about running your kitchen, if you didn't have to worry about where the next month income will come from because it's taken care of? That's a good place to start. Now, that doesn't make you a millionaire, but that's a good place to start. But once you cross that threshold of your basics being taken care of, then the next step is where the compounding starts to happen. The compounding of your creativity, because now you're taken care of. Now you start becoming the best of the best in that field, and that compounds. You don't realize that right now. Poverty compounds. If you're not deciding on things, so does richness compound when you decide on doing certain things. Compound poverty, you are in trouble. Compound richness, you become a millionaire.
Wow, very well done. Really, I want to take time to really just thank you for your time today and for sharing this interview. Wow, I'm so pumped. I'm so ready because again, this is Thursday. We're recording this, and we only have tomorrow and today and tomorrow to be able to. I say encourage people, more people to come in to be with us on this masterclass. And I want as many people like you. I want as many people as possible to understand that it's possible. As many people as possible to understand that it's possible to actually make the changes that you really want is possible, but you got to go at it from a different way and different angle, and you have to approach it differently. And you're going to need some help to do that. And in order to do it properly, you're going to have to come to pay somebody. My point is, invest with us. Put your money with us and see what happens. You have a 10-day money-back guarantee, my word, and those who know me know my word is good. And you have the knowledge of somebody who's come now to do it multiple times. And he's taught other people how to do it. And he's one of the best guys. I've known him. And I want to show you something before I go. I have this book. I have this book here. And this is my copy. This is my autographed copy. This is 2017, when I first met Tahir. This is his first gift to me. And he says, Dear Ibrahim Downey, if you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. That's 2017, okay? We're in 2020. That's 3 years I've known this guy, and I'm telling you right now, this guy here is the real deal, okay? So I would want everybody in the world to know that. I've gotten him out here. I've put a package together to be able to deliver to you real understanding of how you can get real results and take advantage of something that's going with or without you or me to high levels. And if we take advantage of it, you take advantage of it, then we start doing something together and it changes the world. So I want to thank you for your time today, Tahir. And I'm just excited. I don't even know how to be, I don't even know how to stop. I just want to pick your brain more and more. But, thank you. Thanks again for your time, and thanks for anyone who's listening. Thanks for being with us and taking some time to pay attention. And my mom used to say all the time, don't be so broke you can't pay attention. So,
Thank you, brother. It would be an honor serving our community. Thank you.
yes, indeed. Okay, community of enthusiasts who want to make difference and change their lives. Congratulations. Okay, thumbs up. Bye for now.
Bye.